we're going to use the MedMOBE AI tutorial. So here, medmob.com.br, and enter the system. This is how it starts, loading. This is the opening page of MedMOBE AI. Well, so here with the page open, we have several icons. The schedule, we're going to show the list, the patient file. Assistance is the module where we'll see the patient. Here, AI guidance, if you want some guidance, any question, you can use the artificial intelligence that's inside the system. Make prescriptions or exam requests, description of surgeries. There's a patient file here, all the patients. Search the databases with the information contained for each patient, as well as the history of everything that's recorded. And here in the audio icon, you can have all the recordings in full of how the conversation with the patient went. Here's an icon that allows us to analyze video, images, orthopedics, for example. You can measure angles or even, in the future, upload images to be analyzed with the help of AI. Here's the research icon where we can search for articles, a database, and trials of randomized trials or research, systematic reviews or theses, so it can help with research in a given situation or collaborative research in an anonymized way. You distribute, share with colleagues, eventual case discussions, and here an icon with the financial part. We're going to use the schedule and assistance the most for now. So when I click here on the schedule item, after selecting doctor, we'll have the list of patients for the day in question here. So today, January 29th, I have the list of patients, but I could go look for how my patient list was on the 27th, for example, or any other day so that I could review that patient. So today we're going to click on the schedule, and my first patient is Deborah, who's here with us. So I go there, click on Deborah, and Deborah's file opens automatically. If she wasn't scheduled, I could do the scheduling right then, and it goes in the same way. So here we have Deborah's file. I don't need to click New Consultation. She's already in automatically, but if she wasn't, I'd click here on New Consultation. When Deborah's name is entered, the assistance page opens, which allows me to record up to 90 minutes of conversation to be processed later by the medical record. So for recording consultations, I click here on the microphone and our consultation starts automatically. Deborah, why did you come in for a consultation today?
Doctor, I feel a pain right in this part of my knee, and if I squat, my knee has actually locked up before, making me fall backwards, and it stays like this.
When did this start?
It's been a few months now.
Do you remember any apparent cause, something like cause and effect that might have led to or triggered the start of this discomfort?
I think that jumping on boxes and doing other high-impact things, was actually the reason for this. I really do think so.
And do you think it's been getting worse over this period, or has the pain stayed the same since it started?
It stays the same. It locks up at certain points when I'm squatting, then it goes away and feels normal again.
When you say it locks, what do you mean? Does the knee get stuck so you can't move it?
It locks up. I can't move it.
Does it make a noise?
No, sorry.
Do you have a gritty sensation when you move your knee, or like something is scraping inside?
I have a feeling of instability, but not like sand.
Do you feel it swelling?
No, sorry.
It doesn't swell. At night in bed, turning from side to side, are you aware of your knee?
No.
Is going up and down stairs something that bothers you?
No.
Or going down a hill, running down a hill, for example?
That hurts.
Worse going down or worse going up?
Worse going down.
Okay, and what have you been doing to improve it during this time?
When it locks, it only unlocks when I apply ice. Then I keep the ice on for a good while like that, and it comes back. But it's a pain where I can't move it. That pain stays fixed and the knee doesn't move.
Okay. Well, let's examine you now so we can make an assessment and then be able to do the tests. So at this point, going back to the screen, I'll pause it. I'll pause, go to the exam room and examine her. If the exam room is right next door, you don't even need to pause, you can just let it run. But right now the exam room is a bit further from the microphone, so I'm going to pause it. remembering that I can also record this audio as a backup on my phone as an eventual reserve for security if you want to have it. So once the clinical exam is done, I come back and I reproduce the clinical exam. So I'm going to start recording again. Well, in the clinical exam, Deborah, I could see that you have some crepitus when I do the bending and stretching movement. In other words, that scraping sound. You have pain in the lower pole of the patella. There are no signs of swelling, but I notice one thing. You have a significant shortening of the posterior hamstring muscles. Also in the single leg stand test, you complained of discomfort and difficulty squatting. So with all this data, I'm going to order some imaging tests. I'll order x-rays, front and side views with single leg support and also axial, and I'll also order an MRI of the knee. And once those images are done, you'll come back for us to evaluate them, okay?
Agreed.
At this point, the conversation is over. I'll pause it here. Once it's paused, I'll notice that the audio transcription starts automatically. It's filling in here, it's transcribing the audio on the screen. This transcription will all move to this box here, which is still empty when it hits 100% here, transcribing. While the transcription is being done, we can load the patient's exams if they brought them, or eventually the consultation, the audio part can be made available. We also have the chance to have MedMOBE on the phone. So on mobile you can record as well, and as a guarantee, as a backup, then move it to this audio upload icon here. And here is the exam upload if the patient has them. And then once the transcription is finished, then we will send this report for AI. It will go through both OpenAI and also through Gemini. So it's being generated twice so that we can later choose or eventually mix the two reports generated by OpenAI or by Gemini. Well, it's important to mention here, while it's transcribing, you could have loaded the exams, or our system also goes to the phone. You can go via mobile, record in audio as a backup, and put it here if necessary. All of this is done anonymously, and then this transcription is subsequently sent for an AI report, which will be done by both Gemini and OpenAI. And both of them will only analyze the information anonymously. It doesn't take any patient data. And here you have the report, therefore, from OpenAI or Gemini, and this report is evaluated by the doctor. Also, up to that point, all anonymously, nothing has patient identification. Once you've chosen eventually the information that interests you, then yes, we can save what's relevant in MedMOBE, either this column or the column from OpenAI, from Gemini, and or both. So once you do that, and you do it in an anonymized way, we have this saved both in OpenAI as well as in Gemini, just so you know. Besides that, we have here the possibility to generate these guidelines that you've already filtered, that you've already evaluated what's really relevant, and download it as text or copy it to send to some other system or a PDF as well. All of this can be done after the analysis of the OpenAI or Gemini report is completed, and also generate summarized guidelines for the lay patient. So we click here and it will then generate simplified guidelines for our patient in accessible language so that they can then understand. You can print or you can send it to the patient, copy or save here, and you will then identify. So it will tell you what was identified, knee pain, and instability, the information the patient gave. So it's advising here to avoid high impact activities. In this case, apply ice for 15 to 20 minutes several times. It can help you with physical therapy guidance, posture, stretching, advise you to talk to your physical therapist, mention warning signs, to seek medical attention in case the pain worsens or there's a greater sense of instability, and do advise you then regarding follow-up. So this can be copied, or it can be saved, or it can be sent via WhatsApp to this patient. in such a way that they will also have a document of the consultation in a more intelligible way. So when it's finished, then yes, session successfully completed. I can go to a new consultation, or I can go to the schedule and look for another patient.